Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a personal YouTube reading, order number 1370, and I will be starting with your palms. Your palms actually are very interesting and very unusual. The first thing that comes to me is the balance of feminine energy that you have in yourself, and this is something interesting because you are born with the strong connection to the occult and supernatural, and this comes from your feminine side. You know, we have divine masculine and divine feminine. For some people, the connection with the occult, especially with darkness, comes from the masculine side. For you, it comes from the divine feminine. So it tells me that when it comes to supernatural, it's not your mind that guides you and connects you with the supernatural. It's actually your intuition, the gut feeling, like this psychic in you, or like medium in you that's sleeping and dormant. This is what makes you to connect to the occult and supernatural. Also, your connection is purely comes from the night, which tells me that you are connected to the moon. So when it comes to supernatural, it's very emotional. The experiences that you're going through, it's not something that you understand or something that you notice or something that you try to explain. It's just you feel, and there is no explanation. And sometimes others don't even see anything, but there is something there, and it's unexplainable, but your feelings are always right. So I think in your case, it's kind of harder than for normal people, for usual people, because a lot of people, they can explain occult or supernatural encounters. They understand what's going on. It's like they know this is for example, a guardian spirit, this is a guardian demon, or this is the connection with the person who passed away. In your case, it's kind of a mess. You have this huge feeling, huge sense, like sixth sense of supernatural, but you can't place what's going on around you. It's like it's too many energies at the same time, and your perception is very high, so you open to everything. And because your mind is not involved, it's all the feelings. That's why sometimes you get confused what's going on and who is coming to you at the moment. So being the child of the night, it means that all of your powers, they come from the underworld, from the darkness. So I think this is even why you asked me about your connection with demons, because your connection with demons is, I think, one of the strongest that I've ever seen, especially in a way that it's the least balanced connection I've ever seen as well. So it's kind of hard to explain, but I try my best. So literally, your energy, you as a human being, you look like and feel like an angel. Like literally, your aura, everything about you, like the energy, the vibe you give out, the way you behave with people, the way people sense you or see you, it's all angelic. So it's all positive, it's all caring, loving, it's generous energy, it's energy of light. But everything inside of you, the gift, the ability, this intuition, everything inside is dark. So on the outside, you're an angel, but inside, you're the demon. And this what makes it so unusual, and this is something that makes you sometimes feel off and unbalanced. And also, this is what gives you the most creativity. You are very artistic, very creative. Everything that comes to you, it comes from this like deep source inside, like deep force that you have, deep void. And it's like it comes I would say also from darkness. Your creativity comes from a place that I would call pain. It's painful, it's dark, and it looks like an ocean, like dark ocean with dark waves. And it's very unusual because in your life, all of these emotions, the dark emotions that you have, they actually, again, it's like you sense it, but they're not yours. You sense the pain of others. And to some people, when they experience supernatural like occurrences, for example, when they experience a ghost or a spirit coming to them, it's usually for a message. When they come to you, they come to cry, they come to share the pain, because you know how to take it and you know how to understand it. And this is the part of your like feminine intuition, like divine feminine, because you give creation and you give birth to a lot of things around you. You can create different energies. You can create like portals, but all of them with the purpose for others, even for spirits and demons, to escape the pain, escape some kind of like mental torture or something dark. It's literally, this is one of your gifts. Also, you have the ability with your hands to like shift energy around you. You know, like a lot of people, they call themselves energy healers. You are not an energy healer. It's like you, in a way, you're energy creator. So you create energy around you because you have like the dark and the white in you, and it's all like perfectly balanced. So when you do something with your hands, even for fun, for example, you know, when it's like negative energy around you, or like people getting like, people talk about something negative or something painful or something like hard, and you want to like cheer them up or like lift this energy into something positive. So even if you just do like some kind of like moves with your hands, that's how you kind of change the energy around you. You are definitely a daydreamer in a way that your dreams and visions, they actually important. The way you imagine the world, it's how you create it. And you know, a lot of people, they think like being a daydreamer is something negative because you just waste your time on illusions or these dreams that will never come true. In your case, all of these dreams and illusions, they actually like, this is something that I call astral light. So when you dream about something, or when you daydream, or when you imagine something, this is actually you visiting another realm, because nothing in your head or nothing in your energy or in your aura is random. Everything around you, it's like a lot of like different lines of energy going around you in different places, and they connect to different portals, they connect to different realms. So it's like you constantly being pulled to different directions, to different like opportunities. It's like in your mind there is lack of peace, because always something happening, and you feel like you've been pulled somewhere. You feel sometimes you have this hard time to concentrate on one thing. It's because something always happening. These energy portals are opening, and the future kind of reconstruct itself, and it's changing like every time that the portal is open. So it's like constant choice, which way you're gonna choose, which direction you're gonna go. And this is something that actually really connected with your like main question. And your question was, what is your life purpose? So for you, because of these energy shifts and the astral portals that always opening around you, your life purpose is kind of unclear in a way. The only thing I can see, this is your right palm, so this is your destiny. So it tells right away why you're born. You have the most unusual mark. Like this is the M mark, and you probably watch my TikTok, and this is the mark that you have. So it tells about you being born to be famous. You being born with like this strong sense of occult and connection to the underworld and connection to your abilities and gifts. And you have many gifts, like extremely, like you are extremely gifted. But it's also this part of this M. If you kind of take a look here, you actually can see that this is like become like a star, like literally like a star that is not formed yet. And this mark in, I think in medieval England, it was called the stigma of Lucifer, like the star. So you've been marked by Lucifer. And usually having this mark, because Lucifer is mostly known like in etymology is the bringer of light. So this mark supposed to mean that you're supposed to bring light. So your purpose is to bring light. So light is not actually in a physical sense of like fire. The light is to be a knowledge how to do things, and knowledge how to like help people to live better. This star is really connected to your line that represents your like work and career, and the line that usually people have that tells that you're supposed to be working somewhere. It shows me that like maybe in your life you were born to work somewhere for someone only for a few years, and that's it. this is your destiny. So this is it's something that you were born for, but it not doesn't mean that this is how you lived your life. So by destiny, you were supposed to not to go to school or college, like honestly, no studying for you. You were supposed to work for as a teenager, you're supposed to start very early and then work for a few years and then start something like some kind of business that for others doesn't even seem like a business because there is no walls, there is no office. So something that you do for yourself. And then you come to this point when the star become active, and at this moment you realize that the occult's supposed to be the main thing in your life. So you're supposed to bring light, you're supposed to spread knowledge, you're supposed to become, like normal people would say light worker, but I would say a guru. So you're supposed to lead others, you're supposed to teach them how to live, and you're supposed to bring light. Because your power come from the dark, so your light's supposed to be actually dark. So your light's supposed to be the spreading knowledge about the darkness, spreading the knowledge about demons, like demonology, any occult science, alchemy, anything to do with sacred geometry, numerology, like all of these things. Astrology is something that could be okay, but there's a lot of pieces missing for you. Like if it's going to be astrology, you're going to create something your own, like dark astrology or like demonic astrology or ancient Egypt astrology, something your own. And you know, you have the biggest mark of a healer here, so you can heal people, but I don't think this is something that you're supposed to do, because as a healer, it's kind of limiting. You are more than that, there is more to you. This mark tells me that when you work in practice, you're supposed to practice and you're supposed to call in demons. This is the mark, it's called the paw of Hades, or the stamp of Hades. There is like it was a translation from Greek, but no one knows how to translate it correctly. So sometimes they call it, I said paw because they say it's a paw of Cerberus, because he had a dog Cerber, so he stamps on people that's supposed to be like Hades, like a connection with the underworld, and become like a god. So you have the supernatural abilities that you're supposed to grow to the level that it becomes so prominent and so active that you lead people to this darkness. And you probably understand that darkness is not an evil. It's not like, you know, like cursing and hexing and doing death spells. It's just using your own darkness, using your own inner power to actually help others and enlighten them that one doesn't exist without the other. If there is darkness, there is light as well. So Hades definitely is the god of you looking for any deity work. So Hades is your god for sure. And the deity work not supposed to be something like altar and offerings, because you're on the same level. So it should be like two friends reconnecting, and he will help you to kind of become more grounded in your mind and connect with something that you never like felt before. So kind of like find this peace in the darkness, find this place in this huge dark sea that your mind possesses all the time and dwells, and you find this like one spot that's gonna be only yours. This line, it's called the line of Abizu. Abizu was ancient Mesopotamian or Sumerian goddess. She was the goddess that was believed to emerge from this primordial sea, so from sea of darkness. Like people believe that this is where the earth was created from, this like dark sea, and that's why you dwell there. The mark of Abizu, if you don't know her, you can just like email me and I like type her name to you. So she's the goddess. She was sometimes was associated with the Ishtar or Inanna, but also she is a demon as well. So she is your demon. So having this line here, it means that your blood doesn't belong to your family. So you're different from your family. You like cut from your family, and you're more connected with demons. So you more belong to the dark side. So that's why sometimes for people like you, it's very hard to connect with families. It's like it's with this mark, it's very common to be an orphan, or for example to have only like one parent next to you, like something unusual, like the support from your family. If you have it in your life, it's something rare. Usually you're supposed to be like a black sheep in the family for sure, especially with this situation here. All of these marks, they represent help from ancestors. All of your marks, they looks like heels, and they're very unusual. So it means if you ever gonna try to connect with your ancestors, it's gonna be like a huge fail, because your soul doesn't really belong to your family, to your bloodline. Your soul is different. So you're not supposed to work with your ancestors. Your spirit guides are not your family. There is nothing your family know or can do to actually help you. So when you do your work, when you practice occult, when you ask for help, it should be coming from demons or gods of the underworld, or from you. Literally, you are your biggest help. You just need to remember, because you've been practicing a lot in your past lives. This unusual place on your palm, it usually represents like a void in your life, like you were born to kind of dwell in this time in your life that looks like maybe 8 years, when you're supposed to be lost completely, without knowing where to go and what to do, and it's closed. So it means that it's such a strong like experience from a destiny, because this place when you're gonna lose yourself, when you don't know like what to do or where to go or who you are, this is like such a necessary hermit kind of move for you. This is gonna help you to actually find yourself in the future. This line represents your physical body. It tells me that by destiny you are supposed to live longer than 100 years. So also it shows me like a lot of smaller lines here. It means that in your life, during your childhood, you're not supposed to be sick, but when you reach your 20s, that's when some kind of weird disease is supposed to be happening. And this is something by destiny. It's not like your DNA, it's your unbalanced of energies, because you don't know how to work with your energy, you don't know how to kind of like stabilize your aura, and because of this, the sickness is like hitting you hard. And these lines here, they represent the demons that are standing behind you. You have 3 demons that are standing behind you. They also separated from Abizu, and all of these lines here, that tells me that the path of finding them is hard, and like even if you know the names, and if you still don't know the names of your demons, you can ask me in the email. I'm gonna let you know, because I can see 2 of them. The third one still is unclear even to me, because I think you need to find him yourself. And when you know the names, even if you start practicing, there's going to be so many mistakes and so many difficulties on your path, because the connection is kind of not established in the way, because these demons, they don't see that you are like serious enough about this connection, or you understand it, or you actually ready yet to fully embrace it. You have like here you actually have 2 rings of Morgana. Rings of Morgana, my favorite marks to have, and you're born with them. So in the past lives you had a connection, like a love relationship, romantic relationship with demons. In this situation too, so 2 different reincarnations you fell in love with a demon, and these 2 demons, I call them guardian demons, in this lifetime they're also with you. So literally you are surrounded by 6 demons, not all the time, but sometimes, because they don't spend like 24/7 with you for sure. So if you call them, if you invoke them, that's when they're gonna come. So now I want to see your left palm, this one. So your left palm is actually quite similar to your right palm, which tells me that you are kind of pursuing the destiny. So everything goes accordingly, but the star sign that you had on your destiny palm is not here. So it means you're not really fulfilling your destiny, but it also means that you are looking for your purpose yourself, and you figuring out it yourself. This mark here tells me that in like maybe since 12 to 16, when you were a teenager, your life was highly influenced by ancient Egypt. And this tells me that it's not necessarily that you maybe been obsessed with ancient Egypt, it's just the magic came to your life. In majority of gifted people, they had at least one reincarnation in ancient Egypt because that was the most prominent land of magic. So many people practice magic there, and then in this lifetime it still affects like people like you. So this is when like your life start doing this like interesting twist like toward magic, toward all this like supernatural experiences. It became active in you. It's like some people saying that this is like the third eye opening, so it's kind of like awakening, spiritual awakening, something like that. It's kind of not stopping. So since that time, the line still goes. This line actually affects your love line and affects your career line. So even if you try to have a normal job, it's never gonna like happen for you because you're not meant to have a normal job. Even if you somehow found like an amazing job, like secure job, like something like even CEO in a company, it's still gonna come to an end because your purpose is bigger than that. Like you have to bring the light. So it's not by working for someone for sure. You have, if you see these two interesting signs, I think in Gypsy magic it's called, these two marks like this, they call the Smile of Lilith. So it means the demons always smiling upon you and they're always helping you. Also you have, honestly, your lines are extremely unusual. You have here like huge separation from your mind and from your physical body, from the reality, from your love life. It's like everything for you it's different. It's like your mind has its own life, and then whatever people see the life you have, it's also like separate and different. And then the work that you do, it's also like separate and different. So I think people who get to love you, they don't know who you are. People who get to work with you or like share something like with you, they also don't know who you are. And people who know who you are, I think I don't think there is even one person who actually gets to truly know who you are because you don't let them to cross the line. So there is, in the future, there's going to be one person who's going to actually be able to cross the line and actually see your beautiful mind. But it's not happening yet because this person is really connected with you becoming who you are. So it's going to come with time. When this person come, you guys supposed to connect over the supernatural and the occult, and then it's gonna be some amazing relationship, again like guru teacher kind of relationship, and then it might stop because you might push away this person because you might get scared. Sometimes in your life when you feel that you're about to reach something like big, unusual, and then that's when you cut it. Subconsciously you sabotage the future that's supposed to come because you're scared that you're not ready. So this might happen again, but then you guys gonna reconnect and it's gonna be beautiful. This person gonna make you move to another country, and you're actually supposed to be moving a lot. You have so many opportunities to move in. You have so much marks of different countries, so you are definitely a vagabond by nature. Here I see you have the Mage Mark, and it's really connected with this part of your palm, and it also tells me that ability to practice magic, it not only comes from ancient Egypt, but it also comes from your family. So your ancestors did practice witchcraft and magic in the past, but I don't think someone is teaching you how to do this in this lifetime. The line of Abizu is still here, so it means you're supposed to connect with your demons yourself and you're supposed to do the work yourself. I see this interesting mark here. It tells me that in one of your past lives you used to be like this nomadic traveler. So it's usually has connection with Asia and Asian countries like Mongolia, and honestly, like I would say usually when you have this mark, it's connected with Genghis Khan. So either you used to be a warrior or you being captured during his adventures, and you've been following Genghis all over the place wherever he went to, and that's why this vagabond in you still wants to travel, because this is used to be your life. This mark, it's like it forms like a sandwich, so it means timing in your life is very important. Sometimes the portals are opening to you at the perfect time, so if you grab the opportunity, you can go places you never imagined. But again, your mind sometimes comes and Your intuition is crazy, so you always feel these opportunities. You always know when the time is right and when you're supposed to do something, but then your mind sometimes stops you because you are not you wasn't born to be crazy. Like, no one in your family like crazy, so you come from a like family and like you live in a society that when everyone behave in a very nice unique way, so you have this craziness in you that you never unleashed before. And this is important for you. It's important for you to be crazy. It's important for you to listen to your intuition and sometimes just do crazy things without even asking anyone. Your childhood, this is something unusual. You have countless marks of mage here. So during your childhood, it was like first 5 years, it was like an explosion. Literally, it looks to me like an explosion of your gifts and abilities. So it means that in the beginning of your journey as a human being on this planet, you had encounters of the most crazy supernatural things. This one, it tells me the alien kind of encounter. So either you used to play with an alien as a child, or they visited you. And then this is a witch that used to come to you. So someone in your surroundings used to be gifted, and this is the mark of a gift that been passed down. And it's not your family. This is someone you don't know, some like a stranger. And this mark, this is a shamanic gift. So I think it was a connection with some kind of like a pet or an animal. So your shaman was woken up by this pet and some kind of memory. And this like a water sign, water mark, it tells me that the water has strong effect on you as a child. This line comes back. So this line tells me that in the past lives you died in a very like horrible accident, and the first memory of this accident were actually present when you reincarnated, because you reincarnated like very fast, like right away. And there is a fear in you, like subconscious weird fear that you have as an adult, and this fear connected with the last death that you have in your past life. And honestly, you have so many marks, so many unusual marks and signs. Like your palm is it's every mark that you can have, it's there. So it tells me that the easiest way for you to practice is just to pick up everything that you're most drawn to. So for example, if you like watching tarot readings, you're supposed to pick up your own tarot deck and start reading tarot. If you like to do candle wax, or if you like to watch coffee readings or runes, you're also supposed to do that. For you, anything is supposed to come from intuition. Also, when it comes to your practice, you're one of these rare people that you actually don't need to have an altar, because you're already connected to everything, like the astral is open for you. But you're also one of these people that you need to touch something in order to believe it's real. So in order to kind of like calm down your mind, you can have an altar and you can have like offerings if you want. But the whole world is your altar. There is nothing you need to have or do in order to manifest the things you want, because your energy is crazy enough. And literally, like, you can practice anything. You can practice any type of energy work, any type of readings. Your gift has no boundaries and your gift has no limits. It makes it easier because anything you want, you can actually do, but it also makes it harder because the choices, you have to choose something. And I can't really tell you what is best for you, because you can literally do anything. So the choice is yours. If you choose to live in a normal life, the best work for you. I'm still trying to like talk about your life purpose. So in normal life, the best work for you, it would be something artistic, like a dance, singing, or drawing, or writing, like anything artistic, anything creative. You can be an amazing designer. You can be an amazing like artist, like anything like that. The more unusual your job, the more successful you're gonna be at it. the more usual your job, the more you're gonna struggle. So no money is supposed to come to you unless you do something unusual. Like you will never gonna be able to kind of feel at peace if you're not doing something crazy, if you don't feel this fulfillment inside of you. And definitely you have to work with people, and definitely you have to share your experiences, your knowledge, and your energy with others. I would say going online is something important for you, but only when you're ready. I'm just pulling a few cards for a message or for whatever gonna come, because I know you asked me for your name, your connection to demons, and literally whatever comes. So I'm using the occult tarot, so this is the tarot of demons, so I want to see just what comes. So because the majority of the cards are reversed, so tarot doesn't really want to talk to you, and I think the reason why is just because maybe you don't believe in tarot readings. There is something in you that tells you there is something off about this, and that's why tarot kind of doesn't really want to show you anything. This card to me, when it comes, usually it represents, because we're still talking about your gifts and abilities and your purposes in life. So this card tells me that you're kind of supposed to divine future. So you have to use some kind of tool that you want in order to divine future. So whatever I do, you can do as well. So this is the message for sure. So if you're not sure what to start, like start divining the future by using any tools that you feel more comfortable with. And the one who came and show up to you, the Beelzebub, and he is represented by the moon card in tarot, and the moon is something that governs your life and your emotions and your decisions, and that's a sign for you. This is someone who is watching you, because this is the demon that associated with the moon. Do your research on Beelzebub. I prepared another deck for you because I wanted to ask the tarot. This is tarot that I usually use when I want to ask about what kind of abilities you should start practicing with the most. Whatever, I'm gonna pull 3 cards, and whatever these cards gonna show me, I hope it's gonna be an answer for you. I hope this deck is gonna talk to you, because this deck is actually for people who are supposed to practice, so it's supposed to be better than the occult one. Okay, in a way. So 4 of Shekinah and 4 of Mages, 2 fours. So this tells me that, again, 4 to me represents balance. 1 upright, 1 reversed. So you balanced, but you always unbalanced. So this is like your biggest mystery and biggest gift. 4 of Mages tells me that the first thing you're supposed to practice is magic. Magic in a way that, like, casting spells and working with the 4 elements. And something like the alchemical side of magic, because you see how many sigils are here and how many like names of demons, how many like letters, writings. So something in magic that you can write down and burn, like sigil work, something from alchemy, like sigils from alchemy, connection with alchemy. So the magic that is kind of scientific, because I think it's gonna help your mind to access this energy and magic around you. It's gonna help it to realize that this is also can be like understandable and physical, and Ace of Shekinah, so your angelic side. So like I told you, like people perceive you as an angel, so I think you're supposed to kind of keep, in a way, hiding your true self, because you see this angel is actually hiding himself with his wings, and then behind his head you can see the heads of animals. So in your head, whatever it is you do, it's supposed to be for the time being only for you, so you don't have to share it with people that can see you physically. So going online is fine because people don't really see or like sense you physically, but people around you are not supposed to know what you do at the moment. So it's okay to be a hermit, and it's okay to practice under, like, in the closed doors, like no one's supposed to know. This is only for you. And like you see this angel holding a lot of things in his hands, so for you it's supposed to be physical practice. So even though you're not supposed to have an altar, but you're supposed to actually do something with your hands in order to see the extent of your power. And I think this is like a task for you, because you don't understand, like, you're special, you're gifted and unique, you don't fit in, you just like, everything, but you don't see the proof. So you need to see the proof, because this is something that's gonna show you what you can do if you practice, like, with your hands, literally. And the bottom of the deck, 9 of Alchemists. So this is the tree that actually, like, it looks to me like it grows upside down. So to me, this card means that 9 is usually the end of the cycle, but when the card is reversed, it's 6, and 6 is the vibrations of love. So you're supposed to start really doing what you love, because all of your life you've been doing what you assumed you're supposed to be doing. So now it's really the time to start doing what you truly want. Like, no more hiding. And I'm gonna finish off the session with the candle wax reading that I prepared for you. And I prepared a lot of flowers and a black candle. With this candle wax, I just want to see kind of like energy around you, like anything, like warnings or like whatever comes, honestly. And I think I'm using black candles, so it's more like it's black, red, brownish, to connect more with the darkness. It's so interesting. I actually, this is the first time when I can not see but hear the candle. It's candle is like making some kind of weird noise. So this is the sign for me that you are clairaudient. So it means you have the ability to hear messages and to hear spirits and demons. So yes, because it stopped doing this, so that's what it was. So for you also, if you practice, anything to do with sound is amazing. You can go to sound bath, or you can buy a drum, and sounds, vibrations are important to you. So by doing this sounds and vibrations, you can actually kind of like open up some more gifts and abilities that are still dormant. So literally, you are born mage, and you are born psychic and clairaudient, and you have a very developed sixth sense, and you can become a medium as well, because you have the connection with the death, with people who passed away. The way that you're supposed to practice, it's supposed to be something unusual. It's like you can't really go and learn it from someone. It's yours. You have to create your own way of practicing. Okay, it stopped right away. Just want to check something. Okay, so because I was talking about your gifts and abilities, so a lot of people, in order to come to their power, to realize their full potential, they're supposed to go, for example, to meditate on a mountain or go to the sea. you have to go to the earth, inside the earth. So for you, if you want to activate your powers, you're supposed to go into catacombs, into underground cities. You're supposed to visit anything that is dark, like crystal caves, caves inside the earth, cities inside the earth. So otherwise you're not gonna get connected. You are the bringer of light, so it means you're supposed to go to the dark places where the light is needed. I feel you have to go to Portugal, Malta. You have to visit caves in US that has like a big crystal caves when you need to pick up a piece of crystal that's going to be your tool, your guardian. You need to spend the night in a cave there without windows. You know, in Turkey and Cappadocia, they have Cappadocia is actually like an amazing like formation of these caves, and you can stay there in a cave hotel, like no windows. Another place you can go, Lebanon. They also have cave hotels, so you need to spend the night in a cave, no windows, no light. This is a place when you're gonna see visions. You have to disconnect from some people around you. You feel they helping you, but they're actually taking your light. It's so interesting. You look to others, like people see you as a soft person, as a easily approachable, as a very nice, but you strong. You can actually you can you can become more dangerous than anyone you know. The warrior inside of you is active. It's just you don't let him out. There might be on your mind a person that you think you did wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't your fault. It was supposed to happen. It was destiny. There is something in your possession, a piece. Maybe it's a piece of clothing from someone you used to love, or like, something that reminds you of them. You have to burn it. You're not supposed to have it. Mirrors are important to you. When you see reflection in a mirror, those sometimes are not real. Those are only for you. So when you look on yourself in a mirror and you don't look good to yourself, it means something is off. This is the way how you can see your own aura, by physically looking at yourself in a mirror. So next time when you look at mirror and you think that you don't look good, it means you look fine to others. It's just something with your own energy, something with your own aura. Your aura is actually very important to your well-being and to your like physical being. So make sure you always check yourself in a mirror. When in a mirror you look amazing, it means your aura is perfect. I mean, everything is perfect. I think sometimes the wax tells me that you like to sometimes to be philosophical, but sometimes you're just overthinking. A lot of things are simpler than you think. It's all about just doing them. It's you don't have to you don't really have to spend so much time about making some decisions. For people like you, destiny is everything. You can manifest many things, but destiny will give them regardless. And this water tells me you really have to go. You have to start this journey of your life, and it actually feels like a journey of your life, because you kind of stagnant in the moment, and you need to move, and you need to go to different places. There is one country in your mind that may be calling you at the moment, or maybe not now, since your childhood, something that you read or heard, and this was the country that kind of mesmerized you. Maybe just the name of the country, I don't even know what it is. It doesn't, I can see it clearly. Maybe something I've never heard of. So start with this country and then gradually go like other places. Your life is supposed to be an experience that you share. The light that you bring can be connected with the occult, but it can be just connected with just traveling. So anything you put out there, it becomes your purpose in life, because by sharing something with others, this is how you bring light to their lives. So don't overthink your purpose. It's like literally the purpose gonna find you. So to find the clear purpose that you have, the way how to share your light with others, you just need to start doing and moving. Like the move is very important. 5 months from now, you're supposed to be somewhere. And if you make it happen, then everything else gonna align itself and find it way to you, literally. I think this is the answer, because I've been trying to find the answer. The life purpose, your life purpose, will find it, will find you. Actually, you don't have to look for it. Your life purpose will find you in the most unique, unusual, and interesting way. So don't think about your life purpose anymore. Think about the move that you're supposed to make, and then everything will be aligned, and you and your life purpose, you guys gonna meet. And I think this is it. Yes, I don't feel any more messages for you, like nothing else is coming. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to do reading for you. Thank you so much for your nice wishes that you wrote to me in your email. And feel free to email me if you have any questions. And have an amazing day.